muckers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all having the best day ever. Thank you so much for clicking on my YouTube channel and on my video today. I appreciate you being here, and I'm very excited for today's video because it's going to be a confrontational, hopefully not confrontational. James Charles, you stay over there, I'll stay over here. I meant conversational, but James, if you want to get a little bit confrontational, that might be fun also. But basically, I am going to make this video, and then in the comment section of this video, it's going to be very much so like your opinion versus mine and your opinion versus someone else's. So I'm going to touch on a bunch of different things in this. So listen to the video, think your opinions, write them down. Then I'm going to make a follow-up video to this, basically going through the comment section and kind of seeing if I agree or disagree with where the comments are. But we're going to be talking about James Charles and his upcoming makeup brand, and basically just the downsides of him doing this, maybe the pros of him doing this, the fact that he is, you know, past his peak. Are we over makeup? Is he too late? All these different things, right? But before we get into that, I want to remind you, please make sure you're subscribed. But also, I'm doing a giveaway right now where I'm going to be giving away five people $100 each to 5 people, and all you have to do is click the link down below and go and follow me on my newly created Twitch. So I am now going to be partnering with Twitch, and in a couple of weeks I'm going to be streaming every single week there, and I'm very excited so to kind of launch and let you know for it, and thank you for the support. If you go over follow, I get notified, I get the list, and then at the end of the month I am going to be basically just randomizing that, doing a video of it, showing it, and 5 people will be getting $100 on PayPal or Venmo or whatever. And all you have to do is go over and follow, and yeah, that's it. And also, we just launched our Discord, which is going absolutely crazy that I had to literally mute it down here. Basically, all the muckers, we have so many different topics over there. If you want to go down, you click the link, you join the Discord. It's like a huge group chat party from all of us, and I've just been talking on there all day, and I was talking all night in there. It's really fun, so come join if you want to enter the giveaway. Now on with the video. So, James Charles is launching his makeup brand, and he's been saying that he's been planning on doing this since he did the Morphe palette back in, oh my gosh, what, 2019, 2018 that was? And there's so many people talking about just the fact that James Charles's makeup brand just does not make sense nowadays. We have seen the rise and fall of Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and the fall of it was Jeffree Star being the face of the brand. You know, the products are great, people always compliment them, but Jeffree being solely the face of the brand was the reason that Morphe dropped them, because, you know, it was such a heavy association with Jeffree, and then Morphe then fell because Morphe weren't working with Jeffree anymore. That was one of their main things. So a lot of these main players in the beauty space have fallen over the past couple years, and for James, it's kind of like he missed every opportunity. Jaclyn Hill as well. There's so many things to do with her brand that are just complete fabrications and alleged lies, where she owns it and she doesn't own it and all these different things, and Morphe owning most of it and Forma Brands owning most of it. So even Jaclyn Hill as well, while the sales are apparently good, there's so much mess behind the scenes on who actually wants to carry any of this. So whenever we talk about all of this, it comes to my mind that Jeffree and Shane had their launches with Morphe, Jaclyn's working with them, all these different things. I believe, we're going to get to a bunch of videos and stuff in a second, I believe that at a certain stage, Morphe were going to house James Charles Cosmetics the same way that they would have with Jeffree and Shane's collab. However, Morphe cut ties with James Charles, and then by the time that James was, you know, ready to launch again after picking up, you know, some popularity again where people weren't just going to shit on it, Morphe are gone. So this is now going to be, from what I'm seeing, an independent release. But all I'm saying is, when I think of James Charles, makeup isn't the first thing I think about anymore. And, okay, let me be as nice as possible, right? I just think that the moment's over. And I feel that James Charles, to have a successful launch, is going to need to have a product that is going to set himself apart from everyone else. You know the way different makeup brands have like that product that's like theirs, you know, their thing? If James doesn't have that, he's screwed. And he posted this on his story, so let's get to all of these. He posted this and someone said, when's the makeup brand launching? Now, also, there's been so many moments where James has been saying that the blush is going to launch in the fall. It's going to launch in the fall. It's going to launch in the fall. It's going to launch in the spring. It's going to launch in summer. It's going to launch in the fall. It is constantly being pushed back and back and back. And whether that has to do with scandals, whether that has to do with production, whether it has to do with whatever, there's already been so many delays to this that it already is being kind of, I mean, the people that were waiting were already waiting. So James said, my goal was for it to be, you know, a holiday collection this year, but unfortunately that's not going to happen because I'm a perfectionist and didn't get my formula approved in time. My lab was ready to kill me, but it's officially done now, so we're going full steam ahead, which is amazing. Lots of lessons learned for future launches. I'm not happy about it, but I'd rather take my time and make sure everything is perfect, and honestly, the first launch makes so much more sense for spring anyway. So, we have him saying that, and we also have James on his social medias posting videos like this. We're gonna watch them, there's 3 of them. He's basically showing the products in development and saying, you know, do you want this, do you want that, help me decide this, help me decide that. And a lot of people are like, this is a really good business model. This is, you know, involving your audience. This is making them feel, you know, that they are, you know, really have an opinion, then they wanna support it and wanna buy it. But when I watch these, I know that this is the same tactic that Shane and Jeffree used during the conspiracy series, which was if you make your audience feel like they're involved, they will then be more likely, 50% more likely to buy said product, even if they don't want it, just because they feel that they've been involved in the process. So they feel that they have like a little bit of ownership in it. It's their baby too. Now that may sound bizarre, but let's look at the conspiracy palette. And the conspiracy series about creating the makeup and then, you know, launching it and everyone buying it, recording the launch, was allegedly James Charles' idea that Shane Dawson stole. So if we're going to take that, you know, as, say we're going to say that as the truth, I'm saying it's speculation, it's very much so a heavily speculated thing, say that is the truth, then James Charles is now finally, years later, 2019 to 2023, doing the idea of let's, you know, manipulate the audience. I'm not saying that is a bad thing. A lot of these business people, you know, that's how they sell things, even companies as well, into feeling like they're involved in it, so then they want to buy it. And I feel that that honestly is all that James has right now to make his brand stand out a bit, to make the audience feel involved. However, knowing what we know now about how the conspiracy series was crafted so that we bought things, it makes this seem a little bit more planned out to me, but we'll watch them anyway. So this is the first one that we have right here. Let me text my friend, by the way. I'm supposed to go on a call.
Brand, help me answer this question down below. I know nowadays that everybody's buying new makeup products, they want everything to be cruelty-free and vegan, which I understand, I love, and my brand will be. But my question for you is, when it comes to eyeshadow brushes, do you care? You can be real, you can be honest down below. This is a judgment-free zone, but do
judgment-free zone if you're willing to give some money.
Care about the material of the hairs of your eyeshadow brushes. The reason why I asked this is because there's a very big difference between natural hair brushes and synthetic brushes, and both have their own pros and cons. Natural hair brushes, for example, are a lot of Morphe brushes. Now, I obviously use these every single day. They've never failed me. The pros is that they blend everything out beautifully. The cons, however, is that these brushes are not vegan because the hairs come from goat. Now, I don't really see a lot of people talking about that or complaining about it, and I'm not sure if it's because people either don't know that or if it's because they don't care, but that's natural brushes. On the other hand, we have synthetic brushes. Now, these are great because they are gorgeous and they are fully vegan. However, the hairs, they still do their job, but in my opinion, they feel a little bit softer, which makes them feel a little bit cheaper and makes it sometimes a little bit harder to blend things out. So my question is, when it comes to the brush hairs, would you rather have the material or make sure that they are vegan? Please let me know down below. Your opinion means a lot to me, and
your opinion means a lot to me and my accountants. So that was the first, oh my goodness. So that was the first one. So he's talking about the brushes, and then he goes on and he also talks about this.
I need your help with my makeup brand.
He needs your help. You specifically, and me specifically. We're the demographic.
One of my favorite series to do on this account. I love showing you guys lab samples and asking you questions about my brand. That way, I can make all the decisions and make sure that you are gonna love it. I'm gonna zoom you guys way in because today we're gonna take a look at mascara. This is a brand.
We're gonna be doing the L'Oreal Telescopic Lift. Ah!
I just got in from my lab. They actually sent me 3 different formulas, and 2 of them I already threw out because they were absolute fucking shit. But this formula is a lengthening formula and seems to be working pretty decently. The reason why I wanted to ask your guys' thoughts and opinions is because mascara is really not a product that I care about. I'm gonna be real.
Ask Michaela, she loves it.
Because I always wear falsies, so for me the only
so does Michaela.
I need are that they make my lashes black and make, you know, everything stick together. But I know a lot of people love mascara and don't wear falsies. So my question to you guys is, what qualities do you look for most in a mascara? Do you want a lengthening, a volumizing, a curling, a waterproof? Let me know down below because it really is going to help me out when formulating this. Honestly, this formula might be already perfect.
Ooh! Because all of them are already completed and all these products are probably already done. But if we create a video and be like, this is the rough version, you feel like you're involved in the I'm not dissing. This is what business people do. This is not a diss on James Charles. Jimothy Charlemagne is doing exactly what everyone else is doing. Okay, and then this is the final one. So this main product that we were talking about, that he's been talking about, has been these blushes. They were supposed to be the original launch. They never ended up happening. Delays this, delays that. We now have an update that they are finally ready.
It's been a couple weeks, but I finally have the long-awaited blush update for my brand. You guys, the entire collection is right in here. So to recap, at the end of the last blush video, I basically said that I love the formula, but I was really scared that it was a bit too pigmented for the everyday consumer. And boy, you guys were quick to let me know.
I hope people realize that all of these videos are strategically thought out. Did you just hear that? He said, I showed you the rough version, but people were complaining that it was too good, is basically what he said. He's talking about it being very pigmented. These products are already done, allegedly. Like, this is the conspiracy series model, which is fine, but I hope people are realizing that. And actually, James is smart for doing this because this is all really a new brand, especially someone who doesn't really get associated with makeup anymore, has to make the audience that are willing to buy it feel like it's also their responsibility to support said brand, support small businesses. Like,
comments that you completely disagreed and that you love the formula just as much as I did. So first of all, thank you guys so much for sharing your opinions. And because of that, I told the manufacturer that it was good to go. But I did.
So basically, the product just like hasn't changed at all.
And here they are. Should I show you guys? Oh, I don't know. Last time I gave you guys a sneak peek, it wasn't a big deal because the launch is quite a while away and I only had a couple of colors and they weren't exactly perfect. But this time, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, they're getting pretty close. Okay, I'm sorry, but I don't think I'm gonna—
But he just said that they hadn't been changed from the first time that we were asked our opinions months ago.
You guys the full blush collection today, but I do need to test out some of the new colors, so let's dive in. I'm starting off with this peachy color that I've been working on. This was not one of the ones that you guys saw last time, so this is a new shade from the collection.
Very exciting!
This one has literally the cutest name too. I'll give you a little hint. It has something to do with a video game that I love. But this color is looking stunning. I love the pigmentation and the texture on the skin. It doesn't look too crazy. It looks nice and soft and gorgeous. We are off to a good start. Oh my god, this is literally like the perfect— I'm literally obsessed. I mean, I would hope that I would be. I should be.
I hope people realize this is literally just a commercial. We are getting that, right?
Yep. Just because I love the people that follow this account, I'm gonna grab one more color.
How is this, let's test it out and see if we like it or we hate it, and you're just putting it on being like, obsessed, love, love, love. Like, okay, why are we even here?
This, like,
do this in a mirror, not in a camera.
Pink that I'm working on, just to blend together that peachy tone and the under eye concealer. Oh yeah. Yes. And last but not least, I'm just gonna grab a—
Right, like there's no— these videos are literally just— I guess people aren't recognizing this because the comments are like, yes! Or the comments are like, can we change it a bit? I'm like, baby, he's not listening. These videos are like, oh my god, I'm scared I'm gonna hate them all. And it's like, approved product. Love it, obsessed, yes. But I understand why he's doing it. I understand why he's doing it. I'm not dissing.
I'll melt the excess onto my hand and just put it right over top of that powder to melt everything together and give that natural—
Let me guess, you're obsessed.
Glow.
Are you obsessed?
All right, you guys,
think
here's
he's
the final
obsessed.
look. I think that I love it, but let me know what you guys think down below. And head on over to part number 2 because my celebrity makeup artist friend, Alexis Oakley, is about to try the blushes.
All right, let me do some final thoughts because people are, putting these immediately in the trash. People are really, talking about this online, and I want to give my final take. So my final take is this little series really involving his audience and does it cause any changes to the products? No. James Charles does not care what they say about the products. This is solely the business model of you feel attached to the product. And that's very important because after the lockdowns, people realized that they don't need to be buying every single makeup. We've, became a lot more minimalistic. People just aren't buying makeup at the magnitude that what they once were. And, it's really an awful time to be launching a makeup brand in general, but especially whenever you're just like, it should have been done already. And it's like Jaclyn Hill launched her makeup brand in 2019, I want to say, after like years of being like, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And, she had success as well. So most likely James will have success. But all I'm saying is like, if James Charles had launched a makeup brand back in 2019 with that first eyeshadow palette, he would be probably one of the biggest makeup brands right now. And there would be probably so much, out there from him already. And I'm gonna end it on it doesn't make sense to me. I mean, it does obviously to make money and stuff like that, but just why, number one, wait so long? I guess maybe Morphe didn't want to work with him. Maybe that's not even the case at all. Maybe it was an independent thing from the start. Maybe it was a different lab. It just feels that this model of the audience being involved is the only really thing he can do, unless they launch such a revolutionary, game-changing product, which most likely they won't do because it's hard for any brand to do that. What you should do, James, is you should create a product and you should send it to influencers, specifically Michaela, and pay her a lot of money, make her not disclose that it's an ad, and make her cut halfway through and apply a better product, and then create a big drama. Everyone buys your product is in the best-selling list, people then know about your brand. You're welcome for the PR advice. My business email is linked down below, my PayPal can be given to you. Well, muckers, let me know your opinion. We can talk about it down below. I appreciate you being here, and I will see you in my next one, and bye. Mwah!